citizen children and one child who is a DACA recipient. She has resided in the United States for more than 30 years. One of Ms. Galindo Lopez's U.S. citizen daughters is an incest survivor. Her father began sexually assaulting her when she was just 9 years old. She attempted suicide for the first time when she was 11. It wasn't until she was 17 and institutionalized in a mental health facility that the reasons for her distress was revealed. Upon discovering the cause of her daughter's trauma, Ms. Galindo Lopez immediately contacted authorities, obtained a restraining order against her husband. She filed for divorce, and she helped secure her husband's removal from the United States. She did everything a loving mother would do to ensure the safety and well-being of her child. In considering private immigration bills, precedent in the modern congressional era is an important consideration. In the modern era, Congress has passed several private bills where the extreme hardship that would result from the beneficiary's removal centers around medical issues. There's bipartisan agreement that this case meets that precedent. As a result of repeated abuse over the course of much of her childhood, the daughter has been diagnosed with several serious medical conditions, including post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, anxiety, and all of which require ongoing treatment and medication to manage. These conditions are further eased by the presence of her loving family, in particular, her mother. It is her mother who provides her daughter with the love and support she needs, and of which her father deprived her at such a young age. As noted by her psychiatrist, there is a significant concern that in the absence of her mother, the absence of her mother is likely to re-stimulate an intense sense of abandonment, thus triggering an acute psychiatric crisis. In short, a loss of physical access to her mother would very likely result in a suicide attempt or suicide of her daughter. Few private bills are referred to the subcommittee that are as compelling and potentially devastating as this one. To be clear, this case does not set a new precedent, but fits under the existing medical condition precedent because the severity of the medical and mental health conditions that resulted from the abuse inflicted upon this young woman, a U.S. citizen, which really makes this a matter of life and death. Ms. Galindo Lopez was scheduled to be deported on June 11th, but was given a 40-day reprieve so that this subcommittee could hold this meeting. She has no other immigration options to pursue. This private bill is her only hope. I ask my colleagues to vote in favor of requesting a DHS investigative report and a stay of removal for Ms. Galindo Lopez as the first step in securing relief for this deserving family. I would also like to commend the work of our friend and colleague, Representative Brownlee, for her support for this family and for introducing this private bill. I'd like also to thank the ranking member of the committee and the ranking member of the full committee who worked to make sure that a just result would be achieved in this case, along with the bipartisan staff of the subcommittee. I don't believe that, do we have a Republican member present? I don't think so. Does any member wish to be heard on this? Then the motion is on the motion. Wait a minute, I've got a notice here. I would like to ask unanimous consent to put Mr. Buck's statement into the record, and without objection, that statement will be put into the record. So if there is nothing further, unless another person wishes to be heard, the motion then is on the vote is on the motion to request a report on this private bill. All those in favor will say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed will say no. Hearing no votes, the vote of the committee, the subcommittee, is unanimous to request a report. If there is nothing further, the subcommittee is now adjourned. Thank you very much.